any of you that have driven one of these before, you'll know that they got no power steering. So you need arms like Popeye. They've got to be the heaviest thing I've ever driven. I've driven things 5 times this size with no power steering, and they're easier to drive. Now then, how are we all doing? Happy New Year to you all. Well, the weather today, New Year's Day 2017, and absolutely shite. So, there's nothing on TV, and I decided to come and grease this old girl up. This is obviously also a good time to have a look at all the pins, see if there's any signs of any stress or fatigue, any cracking, anything like that. It's very strange for me with this channel to see how many people watch these videos. As I said, I know there's people out there that have got 10,000 subscribers, 100,000 or several million, but that's them. I'm talking about my channel. My channel, in its actual putting filming up, started back in about June of 2016, so not that long ago, and started off with about 12 subscribers, which were all friends of mine. Just after Christmas now, a week ago, I hit 500, and that is, but as I said, and I've said this all the way along, it's the interaction that I like, and I like that now we're starting to get people commenting with each other in the comments. Okay, and it's checking bits like this. See, these hoses are designed to flex, and they're on like a banjo type union here, which swivels. But because it does swivel, and you can see the pipes crack. And all I need to know is that it's just the outer sheath that's cracking, not the actual pipe itself, because the last thing I want is a split pipe. But quite often you'll see a pin on a machine and you'll see streaks of rust running out of the pin. And you'll just think that's where grease has come out. It could be, but grease doesn't tend to be a rusty colour. And what that's telling you is somewhere in that pin, and in that bush, grease obviously isn't getting to it because it's rusting. So that's always a good sign to check and have a little bit of a closer look. Quite often it'll just be a case of having to drive the pin out, clean it, clean all the, the grease ways, make sure you can get it in, grease her up, slide her back in, jobs are good. And if you leave it, you can often find that where that rust is forming, obviously the pin and the bush can't turn around each other. And it may be that the pin has picked up and rusted to the actual, it might have worn away at the bush, or bushes, at the ends are fine, but for some reason you've got rust in between the two bushes, and it picks up. Well, if that pin picks up and rusts solid because it's been stood or whatever, when you go to move it, the force of the hydraulics can be strong enough that something's got to give. Now, hopefully, it'll just be that the rust gives. But the two rust together, you'll break these outer casings, so you can often see that the whole thing will just tear out. So just, they're visual things. Just have a look. Have a look round. Make sure you haven't got, as I said, streaks of rust or whatever. Check for cracks. It's only monkey maintenance. It's only basic stuff. I mean, actually, that's one thing I have to say is that, you know, the types of people I've got that subscribe, let's move this other way, to this channel. We've all come from a similar background or similar interests, because we've all come from the channels that I watch, that we all watch, Cotton Top, Log Away, Rusty Glove Box, you know, that Chipper guy, people like that. So we all watch the same things because we're either involved in those industries in some way or we've got an interest in them. That's why I think, you know, we get so many good contributors. You know, I'll put a video up and then people will start talking and they'll start talking to each other. We can then start learning little tips, the stuff they don't teach you on the factory training courses. All the time they overlook now what actually caused that in the first place, because they say, all right, we're away again, we're working, great. Whereas the old guys would go, yeah, that's broke there and we'll rebuild that, but do you know what? I think there's a weak point there and we'll do. On a couple of videos I've done, you know, I'm getting really good comments and everything and messages coming through. I've had a couple from people, you know, on some of the monkey maintenance things. And it's, that wasn't the correct procedure to show the people. If you're going to demonstrate this, you need to do this, that and the other. And the factory manual tells you, woo, 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 woo. Seriously, the clue is in the name. It's monkey maintenance, basic level monkey stuff. Monkeys could do it. All it's there for is to generate a bit of conversation, as I said, to get you guys talking and so we can all learn from each other. That's all it is, you know. I mean, seriously? If you're sat there in your workshop with your Cummins engine spread all over the floor and you're scratching your head not knowing what to do and how to put it back together, ring Cummins. Get the manuals, see what the manufacturer says. They've designed that. They'll tell you exactly what tool to use and what part number that spare is and how to do it according to factory conditions. Ring them. Don't come onto a channel where the presenter is dressed like a cross between Radar O'Reilly from MASH and Shrek on acid. And what are you thinking? Seriously. I mean, as I said, 99.9% of the people that, you know, watch this and comment, just brilliant. Okay, now with this, you don't have the controls on the ground like you do on civilian trucks. As you can see here, I'm stood up in the gun turret. This one brings it up. I'll show you now. Back there. Goes over, so it locks away. Then you have to put the crane right back. I don't know if you can see, but you see there's that hook there. Basically that hook latches and stops that one, the other part of the arm coming out when you're in transport. So that's done by gravity. Now, that's now latched. It's on that hook. We just take the weight back off that. Right, down there. There we are, all packed away. So, there we are. Like I say, Happy New Year. Let's see what 2017 brings. So as I said, we've got a lot to do on the channel, lots of filming. It's just how I fit it all in. I've got to work in between that, you know. Despite what people think, I do have to work. And yeah, let's keep the channel growing. Get the word out there. And if you're viewing and not subscribing, you don't have to pay to subscribe, you know, it's all free. And then you'll find out when I'm posting more squid. So yeah, subscribe and tell a few of your friends, tell them all about the channel, and because like I said, really, that's what it needs, because then we get more people interacting and we grow from there. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Look after yourselves and mind how you go.